I wanted to find out who was this person, and especially who was this person as president, because I felt that was the place where he had, in the eyes of the historians and in the popular imagination, had so fallen short. So Ron has spoken eloquently about his advocacy for the freedmen and what this meant. We've had this recent episode, I hope it's just an episode and not episodes, of taking the names of people off of public schools, of misquoting the way Frederick Douglass spoke about Abraham Lincoln at the Freedom Memorial in 1876. Well, Grant was espoused by Frederick Douglass even more than Douglass espoused Lincoln. Frederick Douglass campaigned for Grant in both 1868 and 1872. And I'm reminded of the story that at the end of the election in 1872, a group of African Americans from Philadelphia came to the White House. And they said they wanted to come to thank President Grant. What they said was, "You are the first president elected by the whole people. You represent, finally, the epitome of our Republican values." Well, Grant responded, and he said, "Well, I fully empathize with what you're saying. It seems to me that every person should have a right to travel on any conveyance, railroad that they want." And then he made this really remarkable statement. "But I believe that every American should have the right to vote." Because when Ron talks about the Ku Klux Klan, their real effort was to stop the voting. This was voter suppression. This is a white terrorist organization to stop voter suppression. Why? Because they would vote Republican. They would vote 80 to 90% Republican. So Grant then goes on to say, "And I hope this moment will come when every American has the right to vote." He concluded, it must come. It would be 90 years before we would come to the civil rights movement